anyone from the constituency of San Fernando East? Is there anyone from the constituencies of Dego Martin? Is there anybody from the constituency of Aruka Maloney? Is there anyone from the constituency of La Hakata Talparo? I want to know, is there anyone from the People's National Movement? Ladies and gentlemen, again, I am very much surprised that I am here at an internal elections rally. You know, in 1955, Dr. Eric Williams saw a country desperately crying out for good governance, a caring and compassionate society, and crying out for leadership. Dr. Eric Williams traversed through the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago, meeting and greeting and lecturing to every single citizen of this great republic. Dr. Eric Williams let down his bucket right here in Trinidad and Tobago. And it is because of him today we have the People's National Movement. From Eric Williams to George Chambers, from George Chambers to Patrick Manning, from Patrick Manning to Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, our true political leader. They have served our party and our country with pride. That is the essence of why we are here today. It is about leadership, it is about service, it is about leadership in service. Brothers and sisters, many aspire for leadership, but only a few are prepared to serve. This team that is willing, this team of willing aspirants have demonstrated to me and the constituency of Aruka Maloney and all of the People's National Movement that they are the right people. They are the right people in the right time. They are the right people in the right time in the People's National Movement. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our rally. Welcome to our winning team. Welcome to the next executive of the People's National Movement, Leadership and Service. Let's give them a round of applause. My name is Jelani Isaac Reed, and I am the chairman of the great constituency of Aruka Maloney. I have the great pleasure to be your master of ceremonies here this evening and to work alongside my political sister, Senator the Honorable Laurel Lizama Leasing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome my co-host, Senator Lizama Leasing. Let's give her a lusty round of applause.
Lahokata Talparo, good evening. It is so wonderful to be here with you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so pleased to share this platform with Dr. Jelani Reed. You may remember him from 2007, then a 14-year-old, appealing to you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, from the PNM stage in Woodford Square, asking you to cast a vote on his young, non-able-to-voting behalf for the People's National Movement. And you did that resoundingly in 2007, ladies and gentlemen. And Jelani is an excellent representation of what a young PNM person should be. And so I congratulate Jelani. Jelani also happens to hold the record as the second youngest constituency chairman ever. Dr. Reed is not yet 30, yet still he is the chairman of the Aruka Maloney constituency. But tonight is not about Jelani and I in isolation. Tonight is about each and every member of the People's National Movement, and by extension, each and every citizen, resident, and national of Trinidad and Tobago. And so we start with this evening's proceedings, ladies and gentlemen. I wish to welcome to the microphone, visiting us from the sister isle, the chairman of PNM's Tobago Council. Let's welcome Chairman Larry Paul.
We love you so, we take good care of you. Only the PNM understands. We love you so, we take good care of you. Only the PNM has a plan. In service to the people, stable and strong. One leader, one party, you can depend on. PNM has a vision, PNM has a plan.
PNM people, good evening. I can't hear you. Good evening. My friends, let me say a special good evening and thank you again to Senator Lizama Leasing and to all of you for giving me the opportunity to bring you some love from Tobago. Of course, I want to recognize all the party officers, all the leaders, all the candidates, and all of you who are out here in your numbers. Whenever I am on a platform, I always say, proud to be PNM. Because I am proud of the People's National Movement. I'm proud of its track record. And I bring you greetings from the people of Tobago. And I bring you greetings from the political leader and the People's National Movement, Tobago Council. I want to tell you that I'm proud to stand on this platform and to see all of you demonstrating to the world, to Tobago and to Trinidad and Tobago, that PNM is alive and well. Give yourself a lusty round of applause. And I want to say to all of you that we in Tobago understand service. And I want to say we are very proud of your team, leaders in service. Because, you know, I remember telling them in Tobago that service to humanity is service to God. And your leaders told us when they came across that they are not about office, they're about service. And I want to also give them a special round of applause for that. Because in Tobago, though we are the People's National Movement and we are out of office, we are working the same way because the PNM, we deliver in office and out of office. And we are proud of our leader, the Honorable and Prime Minister, the political leader, and Prime Minister, Dr. the Honorable Keith Christopher Rowley, who have led by distinction. And this country and Trinidad and Tobago can feel proud. So I just want to let you know that we in Tobago are expecting great things from this transitional team. We are expecting great movement from all of you and the team that we see here represented today. We can tell you that the People's National Movement is in good hands. I have interacted with a few members of this team, and my friends from the get-go, Senator Lizama, my friend Sister Maxine Richards, Brother Terence Bipat, and all the others, has proven themselves worthy of being elected. They have proven themselves worthy of your vote come tomorrow and, of course, Sunday and on the 4th. So I want to tell you, we in Tobago, we plan to come out in our numbers to vote. And I expect all of you, from what I am seeing here this evening, to do just the same. So my friends, continue to support the People's National Movement, because its policies and its programs have ensured that we in Trinidad and Tobago and we in Tobago have a life that we can be proud of. We have a government that we can be proud of. And my friends, all of us want to say from Tobago, I want to say thank you again. So my friends, I'm just going to bring greetings, and I'm saying thank you for the welcome. Thank you for the love. And we are bringing and sharing that love from Tobago. Continue supporting your team, your leaders in service team. Continue to support the People's National Movement. And once you have done that, all of us will rejoice because we are sure our People's National Movement is in good hands. And once you have voted and voted solidly for your leaders in service, then all of us will say, great is the People's National Movement. Great is the PNM. Great is the PNM, and we shall prevail. I thank you.
So we take good care of you. Only the PNM understands. We love you, so we take good care of you. Only the PNM has a plan.
Brothers and sisters, did you hear that ringing endorsement from our boy and Tobago Chairman Paul? When you get it from Tobago, what better than that you want? Leaders in service, let's give them a lusty round of applause. So a political leader who's listening in and on his way, officers of the People's National Movement, and ladies and gentlemen, when you say leaders in service, it's straight out from the Parliament of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago to the audience here and leaders in service. Let's welcome our Lady Vice Chairman and Member of Parliament for Ruka Maloney, Mrs. Camille Robinson Regis.
We love you, so we take good care of you. Only the PNM understands.
Ladies and gentlemen, right after giving his ripping contribution in speaking about what the Ministry of Youth Affairs and National Service is delivering for the youth of Trinidad and Tobago, our outgoing General Secretary and our incoming General Secretary, the Member of Parliament for Lahokata Talparo, Honorable Foster Cummings. Other distinguished party officers, members of the Cabinet of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, other distinguished members of Parliament, heads of our regional corporations and local government practitioners. Of course, Councillor Terry Runnan. Let's give him a round of applause. Members of the second best constituency in the PNM, members of the Lahokata Talparo constituency executive. Let's give them a round of applause. Members of the winning team, members of the leaders and service team, please stand and let's give them a lusty round of applause. A PNM welcome. Friends, PNM family, members of the listening and viewing audience, the people of Lahokata Talparo, the members of the only true political party in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, good evening. And after that contribution from our boy, we continue our program and assist me in welcoming the Member of Parliament for Arima, the Minister of Planning and Development, one of the best constituencies in the People's National Movement. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our Arima girl, Honorable Penelope Beckles.
PNM has a plan. We take care of you.
Good night, everyone. And let me, of course, acknowledge the Lady Vice Chairman, my cabinet colleague, the Honorable Camille Robinson Regis, and soon to be, come next week, Sunday, the sole, the only winner, going up for the position of Lady Vice Chairman. And of course, also the only contender for the position of Vice Chairman, again, my cabinet colleague, Minister Nyan Gadsby-Dolly, Dr. Nyan Gadsby-Dolly. And of course, I am from the constituency of Arima. I heard the chairman a while ago say that Aruka Maloney is number one, but I am telling you that Camille told me that Arima is number one. But she's saying that for me not to hear, because she's changing her mind. But let me say, I'm of course the sister constituency of Lauqueta Talparo, so I would also like to acknowledge, of course, my brother constituency, the General Secretary, the sitting General Secretary, and the next General Secretary, the Honorable Mr. Foster Cummings, Member of Parliament for Lauqueta Talparo. And I also see in the audience the Honorable Member of Parliament for Toko Manzalina, Toko Sandy Grandi, of course, the youngest Member of Parliament, Mr. Roger Monroe. And my other colleagues and other members of leaders in service. Now, I would just like to say to you, of course, I have been out of the country for a while, so I haven't been attending the meetings, but I have been following on Facebook. And I mean, I missed all the excitement and the drama, and I'm here tonight on this platform of leaders in service. We are at the eve of the election, and whilst we are here today, an extremely large crowd, I would say a couple thousands of people here tonight, the important thing is your presence being translated into votes come tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and of course next week, Sunday. That is the importance. It's not about numbers today, it's about what you do come tomorrow. So I know from the chairman that there are people here from all over Trinidad and Tobago. I heard him calling out people from all over San Fernando, Point Fortin, Labre, Lauqueta, everywhere. But we just want to remind you, this is an election. That is what it is, an election where you are required to go out and vote and ensure that your numbers count and that people are aware that the People's National Movement is the only viable political party in Trinidad and Tobago. And what is important about a party that is celebrating years and years and years of existence compared to others who have been changing their names and people shifting and shifting, people from the PNM have remained PNM, PNM, PNM. But this is the eve of the election, and this is therefore a very important night for us. And why is it important? It is important because you have the opportunity come tomorrow, the 26th, and Sunday, the 27th, to ensure that you return our political leader, the Honorable Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, to once again lead the People's National Movement. And you know, as I said, I had the opportunity, the Honorable Prime Minister gave me the opportunity to go to Egypt and talk about climate change. Climate change and really what has been happening to us over the last couple months, but more particularly over the last couple weeks, really deals with this issue of climate change. And it is very easy for people to blame the party and the leader for every single thing that is taking place in Trinidad and Tobago. But I know, and you know, that under the leadership of Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, especially over the last 2 years, we have seen his strength, we have seen his commitment, we have seen his leadership, and we have seen his love for Trinidad and Tobago. There are very, very few persons and leaders who have been able to deal with a challenge, especially during the pandemic. It's been a hard time for us, and we haven't been able to have a meeting of this magnitude in Laut Talparo because of the COVID pandemic. But one of the things that you have seen is how his leadership not has just grown, but how he has demonstrated that commitment, that will, that notwithstanding the challenges, he stood firm, made very, very difficult decisions during the pandemic, and that is why I say to you that he deserves to be again to lead the People's National Movement. We are fortunate that when you look at the team leaders in service, you have some young people and you have some persons who are offering themselves for service for the first time, and then you have those who have been around for quite some time. So we have those, like I said, Camille. Camille has been around for a very long time, serving the party for more than 20 years. We have Indar, who has been around for a very long time. But then we have new persons coming, like my counselor from Arima, Janice Scott. Come on, Janice. Yes. And again, also coming from Arima, Senator Laurel Lizama. And we have Laurel, who has been around for some time and has been a senator. And we have some of the new faces, and I'm talking about new only in terms of going up this time on the executive, new persons like Dr. Gadsby Dolly, who we know has been doing an excellent job in the Ministry of Education. We have others like Terence Bipat, I know Maxine Richards. They say, I haven't seen everybody, but you know, you take a chance when you call names and you don't want to be accused of forgetting anybody. But the truth is, it's a balance, and we have, of course, our chairman of the Tunapuna Piarco Regional Corporation, Alderman Kwesi Robinson. So what is important, and I'm calling mainly those who I saw here tonight, that you have a balance, you have experience, you have youth, you have commitment, but when you have members of the party who are offering themselves to serve, to serve, and the service really means that there is a sacrifice involved, but most important, that they are offering themselves because they believe that the party needs them, that the country needs them, and they are offering the best possible team to take the PNM for the next couple of years. Now, one of the challenges that the last executive would have encountered would have been serving during the pandemic. Notwithstanding that, you can say as members of the People's National Movement that they did an excellent job. Now, it's always important for us to say thanks. I want to use this opportunity, being here tonight, to say thank you for those who served, especially during the pandemic. And I want to ask you to give them a round of applause. Now, it is important for us to recognize that when you talk about democracy, when you talk about governance, you don't only talk about government, you know, you also talk about party. So the party is important and the government is important. And as you select the persons to lead the party, and I'm talking mainly now that there are 4 persons that have offered themselves for the leadership. We have had the opportunity to see Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley in opposition leading the opposition. We have seen him in the Ministry of Agriculture. We have seen him in the Ministry of Planning and Development. We have seen him heading the opposition. We have seen him as Minister of Housing, doing an excellent job in the Ministry of Housing, and we now see him as the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. If you recall coming into office in 2015, you would remember at that time things weren't very rosy, especially economically. If you go back to the price of oil at that time, and you go back to the price of oil between 2010 and 2015, you would realize that he came in at a very challenging time. He has steadied the ship, and no matter what the UNC would tell you, no matter what projection, no matter what impression that they give you, we all know that Trinidad and Tobago is still the best place in the world to live. I want to close by saying to you that too often in elections, some of us take the position that it is just an election. And some of you have already concluded that Dr. Rowley has won already. It is more important for you to go out and vote, and do not just sit down and say, okay, well, Camille already win, and Dr. Gadsby Dolly already win, and this one already win, and the next one. That is not the point. As a political party, just like when you have the general elections, it is very important for our numbers to reflect not just your loyalty of the party, but your recognition that by the nature of you being a member of the political party, you also have a responsibility and a duty to go out and vote. So do not just sit down and say, yes, I'm from party group this and party group that. Yes, you have joined the party. We just had our elections in all the various constituencies, and very many constituencies did very well with a lot of groups. Now you want to translate what transpired over the last few months when we had elections in your various groups to come out now and make the effort. What is great about the decision that some people are complaining about by going to court, the fact that you, for the first time, you have 3 days that you can vote. And it makes it easier. I remember most of the times that we would have to go down to Chaguaramas and vote. Now, not that we all enjoy the trip, but what has happened now under the leadership of Dr. Keith Rowley, not just the one man, one vote, but that decision that gives you can stay, whether it's in La Oqueta, in Arima, in San Fernando East, San Fernando West, you can go within your existing constituencies and cast your vote. And that requires for you to give the leadership of the party a round of applause. But do not take it lightly. Do not take it lightly. And say, well, okay, if I don't go Saturday, I could go Sunday, and then I could go next week. Please, it is important for us as a political party to be able to say, on the 4th, when the convention is over, and when we have counted our ballots, that we can all say that the people, the movement, the people's national movement that Dr. Eric Williams spoke about, that you have come out as a party, that you are proud as a member of the party, that you are proud of those who have offered themselves here for leaders in service, and that you go out and vote. And just as you have come out today in your thousands, we can celebrate sometime after the 4th and continue to say, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, and it shall prevail. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to the Member of Parliament from the absolute best constituency in Trinidad and Tobago, Arima. Thank you, Honourable Member of Parliament for Arima, Minister Beckles. And so, ladies and gentlemen, good night, Honourable Camille Robinson Regis. We love you, so we take good care of you. but only Arima comes first. We know that, don't worry. Ladies and gentlemen, we proceed with the candidates pitch. We want to present some of our candidates here to you tonight, and they are going to converse with you very briefly and let you know exactly why they are the right choice for the portfolio that they will be contesting. He is no stranger to you here in La Hoqueta Talparo, but he's not coming on now. His friend, I can't see her. Oh, there she is. There's an outstanding lady who serves as the chairman of the constituency of San Fernando East. Where are the people from San Fernando? The fact that the people from San Fernando have traversed the length and breadth of this country and the Sister Isle to repose their confidence in their constituency chairman speaks volumes about her capability, her commitment, her dedication, her willingness to serve, and what we can expect. La Hoqueta Talparo, please welcome, with your support, our next Assistant General Secretary, Mrs. Patricia Alexis.
We going out and bad and the people better we causing trouble. Trouble. Just for show we causing trouble. Trouble. Everybody buying button. Well, after we causing trouble. Somebody in my room to mash up this bed. Front to the back to jump up and away. One nation is madness in here. Bring everything way up in the air. Show them up there. Front to the back to jump up and away. One nation is madness in here. Bring everything way up in the air. Show them up there. Look, they want me already. They go pussy.
Anybody from the PNM here tonight? I see Dr. Reed came and he said, I am Jelani Isaac Reed. And then Laurel came and said, I am Laurel Lazama Leasing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight I am Patricia Evelyn Alexis from San Fernando East. And my first set of training came from a Patrick Augustus Mervyn Manning. And hard work. The only reward to hard work is opportunity. So more opportunity came from Dr. Keith Rowley. So ladies and gentlemen, I stand here, San Fernando East. I stand here. I am just so lucky every time I come on this platform, that's the time the PM is coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to be here because we are in a good place in the People's National Movement. We keep talking transition, and that's where we are. Transition means change. So we're changing up some things. We're changing some faces. We're changing some skill sets. Because guess what? Tomorrow soon come. Tomorrow is your day. Tomorrow is our day. Sunday is our day to deal with our business. You see, we're getting ready. We're getting ready for war with those on the other side. We're getting ready to ensure that we keep our party ahead. We're getting ready to serve you better. But the only way to do that is for you to vote. So I've come asking for your support. To support me as Assistant General Secretary. Why? Transition. We have to change some things. The unopposed General Secretary that comes from this constituency has asked for a special skill set. Yours truly is honored and happy and ready and raring and willing to serve. Ladies and gentlemen, we can make this happen, but we need you. We need every one of you to ensure that our children are okay, to ensure that our children's children are okay, to ensure that we remain in government. So tonight, I come humbly asking for your support, asking that you will get up tomorrow morning and make voting a priority. That you will not just go and vote quietly, but that you will encourage your party group members, you will encourage your neighbors, you will encourage your family members, you will go and you will pick them up and you will carry them and you will ensure that they put their X next to the leaders in service. Because you see, if you voted for Pat alone, that wouldn't do it. We'd still be in trouble. If you voted for Dr. Dolly alone, still wouldn't do it. We'd be in trouble. We need the team because we need the special skill sets to make the magic happen for you. So stay away from they win already. We appreciate your confidence, but we need you to win. Stay away from choosing certain people on the team and leaving certain people out. That won't work for you. It won't work for us. Vote leaders in service. So I come to you. I have confidence in you. I know my PNM people. I know how we operate. I know we are businesslike. I know we take our future seriously. I know we take the business of our party seriously. Ladies and gentlemen, I humbly ask for your support and for the support of all my team members. Vote leaders in service. Let's build our future together. I thank you.
Is there anyone from San Fernando East? Ladies and gentlemen, you heard our candidate for Assistant General Secretary. And that is why on election day, we're going to take that stamp. We're going to stamp it solidly next to every candidate and leaders in service. You heard Patricia Alexis. It is not one candidate. We are voting X by every single candidate. And that is why on that day, that election day, leaders in service will say, great is the PNM. Great is the PNM. Great is the PNM, and we shall prevail. Is there anyone from La Hakata Talparo? Is there anyone from the Corporation of Tunapuna Piako? Ladies and gentlemen, he is known as the Tic-Tac man. He is known as the man on the ground. Assist me in welcoming Older Man, Chairman of the Tunapuna Piako Regional Corporation, none other than Kwesi Robinson. Let's give him a round of applause.
Good evening to La Hakata Talparo, and good evening PNM people. Let me hear you. Thank you very much, Jelani Reid. And I will not get into which constituency better. All I will simply say is that there was one great constituency. No, hold on. There was Aruka South, one great constituency. The greatness was so large and overwhelming that the ABC decided to split it in two. So now we have three. So now we have Aruka, Maloney, and La Hakata Talparo. So we have two great constituencies. So put your hands together for the two great constituencies. So tonight I want to ask for your vote humbly, like I did in 2013. When I stood right here running for councillor for Wallerfield, La Hakata. It's been a while since I have come to La Hakata asking for a vote for myself. Love you too. And this is a vote of thanks. It's a vote of thanks for all the people in La Hakata that has consistently put their support behind me, that has consistently supported me even when I fall down. To those that, like Miss Norville, Miss Ben, Miss Grace, and all the women who would have protected me and also scolded me when I did wrong. So tonight, I am here again, asking for me to further my political career with your support. Of course, I cannot do it without you all. And though this is a nationally televised meeting, tonight I am speaking exclusively to my colleagues that I went to school with at Lahokata North Government School. To the people I would have watched played football with Frenchie. To the guys who we watched football with in the court in Phase 7. To the people I played football with in Phase 5. Without your support, I cannot do it. I can only do it with you. And I am you. I am everything that Lahokata is, the good, bad, and the ugly. I love you greatly. I ask tonight as a son of Lahokata's this constituency to support me. I make no bones about the other candidates. Tonight, this is a son asking you for support. And whatever the rest of the country do, I can't ask for more. But Lahokata, your son asks for your support, and I thank you.
They call my name, then I will answer. I'm a happy camper, and love is the sponsor.
That is your son, Lahokata. That is your son, and we ask you to cast your vote for Kwesi Robinson as the next social media officer of the People's National Movement. Can we count on you, Lahokata? Can we count on you, Lahokata? Thank you very, very much. We are counting on you. Ladies and gentlemen, and we move along. Our next speaker is no stranger to you here in Lahokata Talparo. As a matter of fact, she considers herself a daughter of Lahokata Talparo, second only to her home community of Cocorit by Dego Martin Central. Ladies and gentlemen, she epitomizes service, loyalty, and faithfulness. She is humble, but she will tell you straight as is, ladies and gentlemen. For over 10 years, she has done an outstanding job as our party's operations officer, functioning to ensure that every event of the party, every screening activity, and anything that her committee is required to do is done, and is done extremely well. She currently serves as an alderman on the Dego Martin Regional Corporation, having previously served as a councillor for numerous years before. Lahokata, please welcome Miss Irene Hines.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Lahokata Talparo, San Fernando East, PNM people, good evening. This is Team Leaders in Service final meeting in this 2022 internal elections of the People's National Movement. We sincerely thank you for your love and your support. We have had meetings in the constituencies of Portersville North, Couva South, Laventille East, St. Joseph, Siparia, San Fernando East, Tobago, Point Fortin, St. Anne's, Moruga Tableland, Lopino Banye, Dego Martin West, and tonight we're in Lahokata Talparo. We would have liked to visit all 41 constituencies, but time did not permit. For the constituencies we missed, on the next occasion, your visit will soon come. We encourage you to go out and vote, a vote that we thank you for, and soon, we, Team Leaders in Service, will be visiting your constituencies. Clap now. You see the DJ? Ladies and gentlemen, every night you go on a platform and they introduce me, you hear them say, oh, Irene is a hard worker and she organized all this. I want to tell you the truth. Yes, I may be a hard worker, but I would not have been able to do it without a team. I want you to give your love to all the sound system people. I want you to send some love to all the camera people. I want you to really send some love for my operations committee. Mr. Coker, Sherwin, Gabby, Abigail, Valerie. And I have one from La Hoketa here. He just went home to change and come back. His grandfather started my party group 20 in Cocorite. He is a member of my party group 20, and he's now a member of the operations committee. As soon as he come back, you'll see him, Maisie. Let us show them our gratitude for a job well done, night after night. Friends, I must tell you tonight, this is my 4th platform. I feel like I give you some history on the PNM. I feel like I touch at least one young person. The task given to me, infrastructure security, has been completed satisfactorily. So tonight, my head is filled. Penny, hear this. My head is filled with philosophic joy. You see, while we are in our 66th year as a party, this year's convention will be our 50th. We invite each and every one of you to come down and join us at the Queen's Park Savannah, where we'll celebrate in fine style. Let team leaders in service be the executive to start leading us into the next 66 years. Ladies and gentlemen, I need Laurel to help me, please. Ladies and gentlemen, for years, we have been hearing the refrain, great is the PNM. We started off with this refrain in Spanish? In Latin. We started off this refrain in Latin. Of course, yours truly cannot say it. So Laurel will have to help me say it. Laurel.
Magnum is PNM. Magnum is PNM. Magnum is PNM et prevalebe.
Great is the PNM. Great is the PNM, and we shall prevail. And I'm going to tell you this, right? We don't just say that because we want to say great is the PNM, you know. You see, in our 66 years as the People's National Movement, our initials has always been PNM. I have a list of at least 53 names, initials of parties. We had ANC, DAC, NDO, NCT, PEP, PPM, TF, TNCT, TOP, ULF, PDP, UNC. That's just the name of few. The alternative to the PNM is CAC, Chaos and Confusion. Greatest the PNM.
Magnum is PNM.
Now don't take my word for that, eh? Valerie, the chairman of Tobago Council. Don't take my word, eh? Just look what's happening in Tobago. They started off as one party, then they jump out and they go on by themselves. We really, and Larry, we really know what's going on. PNM, PNM, PNM is the only stable solution in and out of government. PNM, PNM, PNM. 66 years we have remained consistent. That is why we could say, great is the PNM. You see my helper?
Magnum is PNM.
1956 to date, we have had 4 prime ministers. Dr. Eric Williams from Tranquility Street, Port of Spain. Mr. George Chambers from Mango Rose, Port of Spain. Mr. Patrick Manning from Coquier, San Fernando. And of course, Dr. Keith Rowley, Larry, Mason Hall, Tobago. 2 from Port of Spain, 1 from San Fernando, and 1 from Tobago. Greatest PNM.
Magnum is PNM.
The PNM have contested every election from 1956 to date. Local government, all by-election, all general election. Greatest PNM.
Magnum is PNM.
The PNM have a structure, party groups throughout Trinidad and Tobago, 41 constituency, a National Women's League, a National Youth League, a legislative group, central executive, a general council, and a national convention. We could say greatest PNM.
Magnum is PNM.
Ours is the party in government that built Trinidad and Tobago. Education, nursery to tertiary, senior comprehensive school. I hear we talking about Kelvin Marcel. His mother went to school with me in Mokoropo Senior Comprehensive. PNM education by 2. Greatest PNM.
Magnum is PNM.
On the job training, Gate Gap Civilian Conservation Corps. Mr. Manning used to tell us, San Fernando East, tell me if you remember this. Mr. Manning used to say, a man took a bus from San Fernando to Port of Spain, jump on a ferry to Tobago, and return home and aim pay a cent. Greatest PNM.
Magnum is PNM.
The party of Vision 2020. The party of Vision 2030.
Magnum is PNM.
Greatest PNM. We have Balize House. We don't have to go here, there, and everywhere. We have a home. Balize House, number 1, Tranquility Street. Greatest PNM.
Magnum is PNM.
And it's only in PNM you could find Lady Joan Yule Williams. Greatest PNM.
Magnum is PNM.
So when we say greatest PNM, it's not idle talk, it's real talk. We mean what we say, and we know what we say. Greatest PNM.
Magnum is PNM.
Well, all in all, there's the final rally. And I can't come on this stage and play a little song, because normally my job in the meeting is to be by the DJ and play a little music for when Gatsby Dolly coming in or somebody coming in to play the music. But I feel like I do a little DJ thing tonight. So, it have 10 PNM people, 10. Don't care what I do, they don't like me. Don't care what I say, they don't like me. And they come in front of my face and talk sometimes nice, and then go and pong me. 10 of them are playing this song for them.
We not make no friend from none of them. We don't share fire on them.
Where are your people? Where are your people?
We not make no friend
From none of them.
We don't share fire on them. All of them shaking and them begging.
All right, enough of them. And I have some real sisters in the vineyard. I have Patricia, Assistant General Secretary, Laurel, Education Officer, Janice, Youth Officer, Maxine, Welfare Officer, and of course, Nayan Gaspidoli, Vice Chairman, I'm going to say Vice President, Vice Chairman, Gaspidoli. Let me hear it for them.
From your wake up this morning,
You're winner.
from your wake up this morning,
And they're trying to get my boys and them some trouble, eh? They're trying to get my boys, Kazim, Terrence, and Kwesi some trouble. Where Terrence? Where Kwesi? We want to hear sweeping time. Where the DJ?
Sleeping time,
We gonna beat them.
sleeping
Gatsby Dolly for Stuart, eh? Where's Stuart? He went in the back. You give him the message? You ain't give him? I want to give him, right? When you hear they come complaining, I hope Stuart listening. Tell them for me, Stuart, DJ.
Rock away, better rock so, rock so, rock so. Go away, rock so,
Rock so.
rock away, go away. Go away, rock so, rock away.
And of course, my brother is my brother. So you know, Indara is my brother. They could jump high, they could jump low. Indar will be the next election officer of the PNM. Let me hear Indar song.
Tell them it's a no man curse. Don't matter how hard it gets. Alright, you can't teach you the words. Yeah, yeah, when who shall bless. Tell them it's a no man curse.
And well, all you know the relationship with me and Foster. I want to talk to all some other pretty girls, right? When all they see Foster Cummings and all they talking kind of long, and all they see me come with my front, you know it's a move away. That is the kind of relationship I have with my brother Foster Cummings. We don't play. With the young people, they say we are beaten up. I come in straight. When you see I'm a front, Foster is, you know, long. I don't want to say it hard. We came here before to go up, you know, in Lakota Talpara. You know that, Marlene? But they didn't pick we. There ain't nothing. We wait with time. We buy them out. And we know we performing, we get more mature. So we show them what we could do. It ain't had no better time. Foster Cummings, the Member of Parliament for Lakota Talparo, and the next General Secretary of the PNM. They just try to fight him down. But they say so. I will fight for him in every battle.
Correct going too long, but every year I am if I'm whining down in town, 'cause I am blessed. Come and say good time, it's a good time right now. My time to shine now, it's a good time.
I thought the boss was going to be here by now, right? So I pick a tune for the boss. So this is my tune for the boss.
Driver, don't even itch. Collect a little food there and come back quick. Driver, just remember the gas speed limit. Cause if you're running the fence, my friend, that is it. I got an Excel phone and I send you that shit.
But then I hit myself. I said, girl, you're stupid. The boss has his own tune. Rest the tune for them.
Somebody touch me. Somebody touch me. Somebody touch my soul. Somebody touch me, Jesus. Somebody touch my soul. Somebody touch me. Somebody touch me. Somebody touch my soul. While I was dead, Jesus. Somebody touch my soul.
And I'm going to tell you, that song make right here. We was in our Baptist function. Is it, Gatsby Dolly was here? Is the best flowered suit I ever see. You remember that suit? Can't wear that twice. It's the best flowered suit I ever see right here. We make that song right here. And you know what, Camille? Joan and Jennifer are not here. So I need company. So I say, you see, Camille and Irene, this is all your song. Very early in the morning and voted. I voted in Diamondville Community Center, Diamond Boulevard, Diego Martin. I'll be there in the polling station, 7 o'clock, standing in line. I must be first in the line. Please go and vote for team leaders in service. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell all those of my PNM family who is opposed to us team leaders in service on this occasion, let not your heart be troubled. We will beat you on the 26th and 27th. We beat you in the low court, and we'll beat you on the high court, and we'll beat you on the 4th. We're giving you 1 day off on the 5th. we will all be one happy PNM family again on the 6th. 66 years gone, 66 years to come. Great is the PNM, great is the PNM, great is the PNM,
Magnum SPNM.
great is the PNM,
Magnum SPNM.
and we shall and will prevail.
Every ballot. Every ballot. Every ballot.
Ladies and gentlemen, do have a good night, return safe, and may God continue to richly bless us. I thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, let's give it for Selector Hines, our next operations officer of the People's National Movement. And you know, DJ Selector Irene Hines thanked everybody, but she forgot to thank her special branch. Let's give them a round of applause as well, members of the operations team. Ladies and gentlemen, after hearing a contribution like that, what else do we have to say? I need a rest. Senator Lizama, listen, we need a rest. We all need a small rest. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be entertained and join me in welcoming the Shift Shanty Dance Group as they entertain us right here in La Hakata, Salparo. And the Shift Shakti Dance Performing Group and the Malik Folk Performers. Let's give them a round of applause.
In this land of broken rules, political fools, we've got to stay together. In many ways, the people have always been ahead of their leaders. But we got to eagle-eye this foolishness if we've got to rise above. I don't care who says that my cliche is tired, but what we need is love. See how we moving, see how we grooving, see how we step in style. One nation under a groove, the Ganges has met the Nile. The hidden agendas of the mind benders, they will always do their do. When we get to that sweet place that we going, well, them could come along too, 'cause we moving with the power and the glory. See how we step in style. One nation, sweet salvation, the Ganges has met the night. There'll come a time when our children will ask us, big people, what did you do? And when we let the lyrics fly, pray not to lie, the choice is up to you. I say, tell me how come so many rivers of this world found their way into this land? The sweet answer lies somewhere in this very question. I hope you understand. I say, see how we moving, watch how we grooving, see how we step in style. One nation under a groove, the Ganges has met the Nile. The hidden agendas of the mind benders, they will always do their do. But when we get to that sweet place that we're going, even them could come along too, 'cause we moving with the power and the glory. See how we groove in style. One nation, sweet salvation, the Ganges has met the watch how we grooving, see how we step inside. One nation, one sweet move, the Ganges has met the line. Hidden agendas of the mind benders, the people don't take in front. Various smart men and politicians can come along if they want. Cause we're moving with the power and the glory. See how we float in style. One nation, sweet salvation. The Ganges has met the night. I say, the Ganges has met the night. Oh, yeah, yeah. The Ganges has met the night. Already, the Ganges has met the night. Yeah. The Ganges has met the night. The Ganges has met the night.
I dressing up in my red, white and black. I don't care what nobody say. Every carnival I done there. Plus I know all artists and all the mass bands. Them say I'm a Danaba. I'm telling you where I'm from. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. As a Trini, Porto Trini, a Trini. Because they know about Trini does look. And they like how Trini does cook. And they like to hear Trini talk. And they like Trini woman walk. And we make us company. Yeah, and we make us company. And we make us company. Sit me down. We just dictate all the best man now. We just represent for we so far. We just sell out all the strong liquor, yeah. We just represent for we so far. Them say we mad and we bad. I'm telling you where we from. We're from Trinidad and Tobago. As a Trini, Porto Trini, a Trini. Oh, cause they love what Trini does look. And they like what Trini does cook. And they like to
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it for the Shift Shanty Dance Group Company and the Malik Folk Performers. Let's give them a lusty round of applause. Only in Trinidad and Tobago can we see the true art form. Ladies and gentlemen, she is no stranger to the youth of the PNM. She has served as the chairman of the Arima Constituency Youth League and is now vying for the position of youth officer of the People's National Movement. She is the councillor for the electoral district of Calvary. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome your next youth officer of the People's National Movement, Councillor Janice Scott.
So if you know who's ready,
It is a pleasure to stand before you this evening as the incoming youth officer of the People's National Movement. Ladies and gentlemen, it is no secret that the People's National Movement has invested time, effort, energy into young people of this great political party. Ladies and gentlemen, now it is the time for us to choose people who would lead our great party into new heights. Now is the time to choose people who would lead our young people into great development of our great political party. You see, Dr. Eric Williams said it best at the Independence Youth Rally on August 30th, where he said, the nation is on a march. There is no turning back. The road from now leads forward and only forward. Your responsibility, therefore, is a very heavy one. If you shirk it, you betray our nation. If you fail in that responsibility, you jeopardize our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to urge you that we are asking for the support of each and every single member of the Leaders in Service team, ladies and gentlemen. Because if you choose the wrong candidates, you shirk the responsibility to the People's National Movement. And is that something that we are willing to gamble with? Is that something that we are willing to challenge our young people and make circumstances a bit more difficult for them, ladies and gentlemen? So I will be brief here today because we have a lot of speakers coming forward, but I am here to say that the People's National Movement is a place for our young people. We see wonderful, brilliant minds coming forward, like Chairman Shanika Curtin of the National Youth League and the National Youth League Executive. Can we ask all our young people within the party to stand? Ladies and gentlemen, our future looks bright. Our future of the People's National Movement. We are here with our young people, and we will continue to develop their talents, to nurture their skills, and I look forward to working with each and every single constituency throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago, with each and every single member of our Leaders in Service team. Thank you very much. And I forgot to say, ladies and gentlemen, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, and we shall prevail.
I have heard that Councillor Scott is taking good care of my Member of Parliament, Mrs. Camille Robinson Regis. And if only for that, she deserves our resounding support. Let's give it up for Councillor Janice Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some guests with us. Allow me to recognize Senator the Honorable Avinash Singh. Let's give him a round of applause. We have as well Senator the Honorable Nigel De Freitas. We have no stranger to us in Aruka Maloney, and no stranger to us in the People's National Movement, the Honorable Lisa Morris Julian, Member of Parliament for the constituency of Dabide O'Meara. We have our good friend and the chairman of the National Youth League of the PNM, a daughter of the constituency of San Fernando East, Miss Shanika Curtin. We have our very own PNM coordinator for the constituency of Chaguanas East, Mr. Lennox Ratan Singh. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a caring party who has an officer responsible for the welfare of our members. Ladies and gentlemen, your next welfare officer, who is no stranger to none of us, who has been serving the PNM, whose family has been serving the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome none other than Miss Maxine Richards.
Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun.
Good evening, PNM family. I was born into a family that believed in service to people, and this has been my guiding force in my everyday life as long as I can remember. I am a people's person by profession, having spent the past 4 years as the Citizens Facilitation Manager at Office of the Prime Minister. And I am proud of the fact that I'm already making a difference. I come to you tonight offering myself as your next welfare officer because I am the best candidate for the position. I want to make the same level of contribution throughout Trinidad and Tobago that I have made in my constituency of Port of Spain North, St. Anne's West, and the Office of the Prime Minister. I have been blessed because our former welfare officer, Mrs. Joycelyn Borden, a woman of substance, committed herself to making sure that not only do I walk the walk, but I talk the talk. I want to continue to serve you and have us remember Joyce's legacy in welfare. My plan is that we leave no one behind. When I'm elected as your welfare officer, my welfare officers and I intend to fight for all our members that need assistance. While others were sleeping, hugging their pillows tight, we were coming together, learning from each other, because our unopposed General Secretary deemed it necessary that we make our good better and our better best. We were busy looking for solutions for any problems that may exist. The vision I have for welfare is simple. I want to go back to the days of community togetherness. I want to focus on giving back. Community first, because when you give back to your community, you are ensuring that your children and your children's children all benefit. Over the past few weeks, I would have discussed what I have done while I acted in the position of welfare officer, and my plans when I officially become your next welfare officer. Our slate has individuals who make up a strong team. We are here to help improve others. That is the PNM way, the only way. On November 26th and 27th, as well as December 4th, let them know enough is enough, and know that we are here willing to serve. Put your X by all the members of the Leaders in Service slate. Do the right thing. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for your next welfare officer of the People's National Movement. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am from the Village Council movement. The first time I had the opportunity to meet this young lady was when she opened refurbished our community center in Aruka because of the advocacy of my Member of Parliament, Mrs. Camille Robinson Regis. Since then, don't matter what time of day it was, I am able to WhatsApp this minister on any issue and able to get redress. Ladies and gentlemen, she did a fantastic job in the Ministry of Community Development, Culture and the Arts. And because she did a fantastic job, the reward for good work is more work. So we loaned her to the Ministry of Education, where she now is a trailblazer. Ladies and gentlemen, she is the Member of Parliament for the constituency of St. Anne's East. She is a... Is there anybody from St. Anne's East? She has done exceptional work, and now she is presenting herself as the Vice Chairman of the People's National Movement. Ladies and gentlemen, if what she did as Minister of Community Development, Culture and the Arts, and what she is doing as Minister of Education is any indication as what she is bringing to the table, people of the PNM, we are in good hands. Assist me in welcoming the next Vice Chairman, who is Aruka Maloney endorsed. The next Vice Chairman of the People's National Movement, the Honorable Nyan Gatsby Dali.
The Hockerton Talparo, St. Anne's East, San Fernando East. Who else we have here? Arima? I'll say it again. La Hockerton Talparo. PNM family, good night. I want to ask you a question. Are you ready for tomorrow? Yes. Night. Have plenty people. If I look in the back, have plenty people. So I want to hear the noise. Are you ready for tomorrow? Yes. What you're going to do tomorrow? You're going to sleep or you're going to vote? Nah, not good enough. You're going to sleep or you're going to vote? You're going to come out your numbers and who you're voting for? Who you're voting for? One more time. Who you voting for? This must be our 100th meeting of leaders in service. You heard Irene, we have been all over the country. Why? We have been coming to you, the people, asking you for your vote and telling you why this team is the best team to lead the PNM into the future. We have told you that this is the only team that is contesting every single position in the leadership of the People's National Movement. The only team. This is the only team that have persons that are already won because they are uncontested. This is the only team that our Honorable Prime Minister has given his full support for. And therefore, when we say that we are the only choice to lead the PNM as we go forward, then it is because of all of these things. So we are here for our last meeting in a Hokata Talparo, telling you and showing you the caliber of people that we are putting forward to lead this People's National Movement. And we know that we have your support. Will you support us? Youth and experience. Gender, we have ladies and we have men. We have everything in this party, a mixture of races, a true team showing the legacy of the People's National Movement. Eric Williams had his team. George Chambers had his team. Patrick Manning had his team. And Keith Rowley has his team. And what's the name of his team? What is the name of his team? Who are you supporting as political leader? Who are you supporting as political leader of the People's National Movement? Dr. Keith Rowley. And who is his team? Who has he given his full support? Which is the team that has shown you they have the caliber of people necessary to lead this party and this country? Say it one more time. Irene gave you an exercise today, and she had some backup. So we have our MC here. MC, come. Because we must be 10,000 people here tonight, right? So we want to hear you say what we all love to say as PNM people in our lovely red. When we come out as PNM people, we say something that makes others tremble. And I want to hear you say it here tonight. So Irene taught us to say it in the Latin. So I'm letting our MC say it in the Latin. Join him, you know. Let me hear all your PNM people.
Magnum est PNM.
Let me hear you all.
Magnum est PNM.
One more time.
Magnum est PNM.
And say it in the English now. So in case they didn't understand it in the Latin, they will understand who they're dealing with. Let's hear you say it. Great MC. Again.
Great is the PNM.
10,000 people come.
Great is the PNM.
And we
shall prevail.
Come tomorrow. Make sure. Get up early. Don't waste time. Get out there. It's 3 days you have, but we voting tomorrow. Get out there and put your vote for leaders in service. Put your vote for every member of our team. We have a team, a strong team. And together, when you vote us in, we will be able to continue to say that great refrain. Let me hear it one more time. Lakota Talparo. I hear something, I know you say it again. I hear all you one more time. And we shall prevail. God bless you. PNM people, that is your next vice chairman of our party. Let's hear it for Dr. Neon Gadsby Dolly. Oh yes, we have fantastic things to look forward to with this new incarnation of PNM leadership. But that can only happen with your support. Go out and vote on polling days. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a public service announcement, or rather it's an instruction from Miss Irene Hanks, because you know if you don't listen to Irene, you get in a lot of trouble. So Miss Hanks has asked me to express, she said she got so carried away in the heat of the moment that she forgot to say a few things. But she wanted to give a special acknowledgement to one Miss Keisha Virgil, who has been instrumental in the execution of these meetings. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for Miss Keisha Virgil. And so we move along with our program, ladies and gentlemen. I want to introduce to the microphone, please welcome Snakey, Snakey, Snakey. Lola Hobbita Talparo. I'm going to say it again. I want to welcome to the microphone, Snakey, Snakey, Snakey. Welcome, Snakey, La Hobbita Talparo.
Thank you. Well, let me introduce myself. When I came here and saw these beautiful people, one song came to mind. DJ, run the song. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, wonderful world. bright, blessed days, dark, sleepless nights, and I think to myself, what? Oh, what a wonderful world. Yeah. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky. Faces of the people passing by. I see friends holding hands, saying, how do you do? They're simply saying, what? I see children crying. I watch them grow. They'll do much more than we'll ever know. And I think to myself, oh, what a wonderful world. Oh, and I think to myself, oh, what a wonderful world. Somebody say yeah. You look beautifully red tonight. Give me the Bob Marley DJ. Let me do something for the people them. We kind of style. Bang bang. P&M. Let me hear you start to sing. Whoa. Don't worry about the thing. Everybody sing it. Cause what? Gonna be alright. Yeah, yeah. I tell you, don't worry. Don't worry. Ha, ha. Don't worry about that thing. Cause everything. Let me hear you sing. No. I rise up. We're down. How many? Well, there was. Doing what? The melody pure and true. If you love your party, sing. Everybody in the place, sing it out loud. Don't worry about the thing. Don't worry about that thing. 'Cause everything gonna be alright. I tell you, don't worry. Ha, ha. Don't worry about that thing, but yeah. Look there, Mr. Foster Cummings. He is sitting strong. Next to him is his partner, Mr. Stuart Young. Whoa. And a rock beat song, sweet song, sweet song. The melody pure. Put your hand in the air, sing. How are you singing from the bend of your voice on? Don't worry. Don't worry about nothing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. It's gonna be, I tell you, don't worry. Don't worry about a thing. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry about that thing, 'cause what? Take down the music, take down the music. I tell you, don't worry. Voices, sing about it. What? Don't worry about that thing, 'cause yeah, it's gonna be alright. Take the music out one more time. Don't worry. What? Huh. Don't worry about that thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Yeah. Loving you, everybody, stay strong. This was the voice Snake. After tomorrow, we loving still. Loving you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Snakey a round of applause. You know, next speaker has graced my constituency stage before, where he presented one at our constituency group meeting on national security issues. This aspirant to high office has been a trailblazer in national politics and now party politics. He left the sidelines and who had a very successful legal career and entered politics between 2010 and 2015. He has represented our political leader at the Privileges Committee at the Parliament when that dictatorial government has referred him to that committee. He has defended the stakeholders' interests of the red, white, and black nationally, regionally, and internationally. He is known as the Minister of Everything. This minister has defended us on every occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and privilege to invite the Member of Parliament for Port of Spain North, St. Anne's West, the Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister, the next Chairman of the People's National Movement, none other than Honorable Stuart Young.
La Roqueta Talparo, let me hear you all tonight. What kind of shout out is that you all giving me here tonight? Only one more snaky or what? To the PNM family, good night. And allow me just a few moments to welcome some very special people in our presence. First of all, unopposed, once again, our Lady Vice Chairman, the MP from Aruka Maloney, Minister of Housing and Urban Development, our one and only Camille Robinson Regis. Following quickly behind, your MP, unopposed for General Secretary, Minister Foster Cummings. To all of my other cabinet colleagues, to members of Parliament, to the leaders in service, but tonight, most importantly, to you, the members of the People's National Movement, good night. Well, let me give you all a story. The reason I was a bit late is because not many people know, but this afternoon an appeal was filed. An appeal in our Court of Appeal of Trinidad and Tobago was filed to prevent our PNM elections from taking place tomorrow morning. Did you all know that? And I will tell you who filed the appeal to prevent us from going to the polls in the morning. It is the person who suddenly has remembered that she is PNM and is suddenly putting herself forward to challenge our political leader, who we will return. You all know who I'm talking about? So she and a band of two others challenging for leadership in the PNM took our party to court this evening. And I told our lawyers this evening, Senior Counsel Russell Martino, Junior Counsel Michael Kwamina, Junior Counsel Anthony Bullock, and Miss Adana Bain, who we have to express our gratitude to. This was my threat to them. And I have it here on my phone, I say, I still have my practicing certificate. So if we don't argue and win, I jump in the court arena tonight. PNM family, I am happy to tell you the Court of Appeal has just ruled and we are going to the polls tomorrow morning. A three-panel Court of Appeal has just told Karen Teixeira and a band of two to rock so! So tomorrow morning, we go to the polls. We go to the 41 polls around Trinidad and Tobago. And I think it is worthwhile just to tell you all, they try to prevent a widespread democracy in the People's National Movement. But justice has prevailed. So a short while ago, a three-panel Court of Appeal has said, we will go to the polls in the morning and dismiss the appeal with cost. So I hope they have their money ready to pay for stuff. PNM family, we are on the verge. It is less than 12 hours where we will go to the polls. And every one of us as members of the PNM, we've had a great campaign. As Nyan Gatsby Dolly said, we have gone across the country. We have gone to Tobago. We have gone to Maruga. We have gone to Point Fortin. We have been in the east. We have been in the west. And tonight we end right here in La Hoqueta Talparo. But tomorrow is the start of the important part of the process. Because you see, your candidates, the leaders in service, have done their part. Hard campaigning in the last 4 weeks. And don't listen to what people are saying that it was an air war. This is not an air war. We were down on the ground all over the country. Some of us doing 2 and 3 meetings a night in different constituencies, meeting the membership. But tomorrow is when it counts. And the message tonight is that it is incumbent on every member of the PNM to pick up yourself tomorrow, say your prayers, brush your teeth, and head to the polling station in your constituency and cast your vote for leaders in service. Cast your vote for our continuing political leader, Dr. Keith Rowley. And cast your vote, as I will tell you shortly, for the leaders in service. I want to remind you all how important this choice is as we choose the next leaders of the PNM. Because you see, what we've gone through this week, first in the High Court and then in the Court of Appeal, should be a wake-up call to all of us. You have to remember, as I've been saying, who was there with us in times of adversity? Who was there in the difficult times when PNM was rebuilding the party between 2010 and 2015? And who turned their back on the PNM? Well, you see, the court has rejected them. The court down below rejected them. The Court of Appeal has rejected them. And I am asking you tomorrow to go to the polls and reject them resoundingly and to vote for leaders in service. And I want to tell you all here tonight that you have in the leaders in service the right mix and the right team to take our great party forward in the transition. Because listen, the battle is on. We have survived so far, but the UNC is coming. The UNC are there and there are other parties emerging. You all have seen it. We have imposters going into our strongholds. Imposters who are going there and trying to mislead our people. So PNM family, let tomorrow be the start of the transition. Because with leaders in service, you have a team of the right level of experience, the right level of wisdom, the right level of young people, and the energy as we intend to get down in all 41 constituencies, reconnecting with the ground, reconnecting with you, the people, most importantly with the youth, and pulling everybody on board because we have to get ready. We have a local government election to win. And then, for this country, we have to win in 2025. Agreed? We have to return the PNM to office. What you all did here in 2020 in La Hoqueta Talparo, when Jerlene was giving out fridge and stove and mattress and promises, and you all listened to the PNM government with Foster, with Kwesi, and you all did what had to be done. Jennifer Baptiste Primus, Madam Jennifer Baptiste Primus, walking with you all every step of the way. So PNM family, tonight is when we make the decisions to tomorrow morning go to the polls. And I have come here tonight, first of all, humbly to offer myself, because I am no different. I am a PNM member like every one of you, to humbly ask for your support to elect me as the next chairman of the People's National Movement. Do I have your support? And then I want to ask you all to make sure that we return Dr. Rowley resoundingly as the political leader of the People's National Movement. Are we going to vote Dr. Rowley? We already have our Lady Vice Chair, unopposed, back in office. We have our General Secretary, Foster Cummins, unopposed, back in office. Tomorrow, go out and vote for Nian Gatsby Dolly as our next Vice Chairman. Tomorrow, go out and vote for Pat Alexis as our next Assistant General Secretary. Go out and vote tomorrow for the hard-working Kwesi Robinson as our social media officer. Go out and return Indar Parasaram. Go out and vote Maxine Richards as our welfare officer. Irene, don't get up and run. Tonight, we are going out to vote for Irene Hines to return as our operations officer as we continue to see what Irene and her team do. We're going to vote for Terence Bipat, the marginal strategic mind, as our elections officer. And listen, all you've been focusing on young Janice Scott's one of her attributes. But tonight you all heard Janice. You heard her come up here as one of the young people in the PNM and articulate what she is going to do to attract the PNM youth and others into the PNM at the youth level. But tonight I want to tell everybody listening that Janice has been a hard-working councillor in the Arima constituency, and I want us to give her a round of applause. I want to give our Youth League members a round of applause. I want to give Jelani a round of applause. I want to give Laurel, who came from the Youth League, a round of applause, because tomorrow we're going out to vote Laurel Azama Leasing as our education officer. Haji, I saw Haji as I was coming in. Haji was going out. Tomorrow we are going out to vote for Haji Kazim Hussain as our next treasurer. Because you see, PNM family, this is not a joke. The most important thing, all the talk we talk, all the walk we walk, all the songs Snakey sing, it will come for naught unless we all go out tomorrow and put our vote next to the leaders in service. You, the PNM, have done it time and time again. You have shown not only this country, but the rest of the world how to choose leaders to run a party, to lead a party, and to lead a country. And tomorrow is the start of nothing different. I want to thank all those who have been here with us religiously on the journey. Terry Rondon, who has continued to be at every meeting. Minister Nigel De Freitas, Minister Avinash Singh. Lisa, you're paying attention and I'm about to heal you out. I want to hail out my good friend, MP Lisa Morris Julian, the MP from Arima, Penny Beckles, PNM family, people like Wayne Innes, Lennox Ratan Singh. You, the people, are the ones who have held this party together. And you, the people, the members of the PNM, are privileged to be members of the PNM. And tomorrow we will start this wave, this transition that is going to take place. The court told them to rock so, tomorrow we will tell them to rock so. And all those false pretenders who running around saying they're doing a ground war, and don't worry with us, we're doing an air war. Not true. This team is going to come down on the ground in every constituency and connect with our members, because we recognize without you, the party will not succeed. And that is the first point. The second point is we will re-engage the youth and bring them on board. And that's Janice's task, along with our help. We have Laurel, who's going to continue to educate not only the party, but the country as to the greatness. So PNM family, you have heard from us over the last 4 weeks. But it hasn't been the last 4 weeks, because you've been observing us foster for the last 35 years. You've been observing Camille Robinson Regis lead the women in the PNM, and before that lead us in the trenches and the battles since the 1990s. You've seen Nian Gatsby Dolly, we've heard her rise for the last 7.5 years from strength to strength. Indar being on the ground, carrying out the battles. Maxine, who seamlessly just picked up the shoes of Joycelyn Bodden and ran with it for welfare officer. Kwesi, who's been doing a great job. Terrence, who has brought it home for us in an important marginal constituency. So people, we humbly put ourselves before you at the end of a long, grueling campaign, but one where we've all enjoyed it, because it is the start of something great. And I ask you all to wake up tomorrow, wake up your friends, wake up your family, wake up everybody in the PNM, and make sure we go and vote tomorrow. Who missed tomorrow, go on Sunday. And who missed tomorrow and Sunday, come as a lanyard for the convention on December 4th. But we must vote resoundingly for leaders in service and ensure that our great party is returned to government in 2025. Ensure that our great party continues to have the right people in leadership positions. And La Hoqueta Del Paro, thank you for hosting us here tonight. We look forward to the surge continuing all the way to the polls. And on the 4th of December, as the MP for Port of Spain North St. Anne's West, I look forward to welcoming all of you and more, to the Queen's Park Savannah in Port of Spain North St. Anne's West, as we will have another successful convention. And at the end of it, we will be able to declare victory, and we will be able to tell not only the rest of the country, but the rest of the world who look on and follow the PNM. Great is the PNM, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, and we have prevailed. Karen, we will prevail, eh? Rock so. Thank you.
I come for this one. Sign me up. I come for this one. Sign me up. I come for this one. Sign me up. I come for it. Boss lady, I come for this one. Sign me up.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just heard the next chairman of the People's National Movement, Honorable Stuart Young.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, you know that as we have been going around the country, there has been one person who has served this country for over 27 years as a local government practitioner, who has journeyed with this caravan and rolled from Tobago to Point Fortin, to Moruga, to Diego Martin, to Chaguanas, to everywhere that we have been. And what he has done is he has set up something to ensure that our gratitude is shown to you. And so in true Toko Sangre Grande hospitality, if you look under your seats, you may find, it's not in the front row, sorry. You may find a sticker that says, "From Toko with love." Now, it's not the sticker that you get on the chocolate bar that they've been circulating. In case you didn't get one, it says Maxine for Welfare Officer with love. I hope you got a few, and I hope you taste it well. So, anyone in possession of a sticker saying "From Toko with love," and I assure you, you want to be the winner. I have repeatedly asked to be the winner, but I have been granted no such courtesy. Anybody? I get in it tonight. Yes? We have a winner? Oh man, I'm not getting it. Congratulations to you. I want to invite, please, Councillor Martin Terry Wandon and Minister Nigel De Freitas, who is helping him, and where Roger? If you come to the front right here, hold on. Our independent panelists must see that you have the correct thing. Oh, and our Honorable MP, I was looking for you over there, but I see Andel in your seat. Is it the correct thing? Is that the correct redeeming voucher? Congratulations to you, sir, from Toko and the leaders of service with love. Yes. Thank you, Honorable MP Monroe. True PNM love. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to entertain you for a little while. We are in the season of Christmas, the greatest time of the year, ladies and gentlemen. And so, no. We just did, Terry. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have a little trivia question for you. We'll hold on 2 minutes here for a second. Let me let you all know that the polling stations will be open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday, and on Sunday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in all of the 41 polling stations, 1 per constituency, 39 in Trinidad and 2 in Tobago. And I want to say hello again to the chairman of the Tobago Council, Mr. Larry Paul. We're real happy to have you here. And then on Sunday, the 4th of December, at the convention at the Queen's Park, Savannah, the polls will be open from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And if you are desirous of casting your vote, you must walk with one form of national ID, which is either your national ID card, your driver's permit, or your passport. It must be a photo ID. So we encourage you to get up early, say your prayers, pick up everybody you know who is on the membership list, and report for duty at your polling stations. Larry, we ready? Where Larry go? Where, not Larry. Leon, you ready? And let's make some noise for the newly minted chairman of the Lahokata Talparo constituency, Alderman Leon Roach. Lahokata, that's your chairman. Let's acknowledge our chairman. And ladies and gentlemen, as we are in the Christmas season, let us please welcome Los Parangueros de San Rafael.
1, 2, check. 1, 2. Good night, everyone. Now, man, it seems like nobody is in this audience. Ladies and gentlemen of the PNM family, good night. We are Los Parangueros de San Rafael, and we are here to entertain you with some sweet songs of Christmas. Now, I want to let you warm up all your voices because we have a song that everybody, the last song, everybody has to sing with us. And the lyrics for the song is something all of you should know. So right now I am stalling because the mixing man is trying to bring a mic for my singer who was supposed to introduce us in Spanish. And as I am running out of words, she has the mic. Yes, man.
Buenas noches a todos.
Buenas noches.
Somos la banda Los Paranderos de San Rafael. Esta noche esperamos que todos escuchen y disfruten. Por favor, sí, por favor, bailan y cantan. Gracias.
They say good things come to those who wait. Eh? So right now the mixing man is having an issue. So we are waiting now on the mixing man. My Spanish friend, what else do you have to say for us? All right, Talia. So we're going to jump the gun a little bit, and I want you to practice the lyrics for our last song. And your lyrics literally, once you check, right man, your lyrics literally are the names of everybody on the slate for tomorrow. Do you all know the people on the slate? We're starting with the Honorable PM. The Honorable PM, sorry. So when I say me and, you say Rowley. When I say me and, you say Stewart. So let me try it. Me and Rowley. Me and Rowley. Me. Call the names for them then, huh? So you call the name. So we're gonna go. We started from the top, eh? While they're fixing that, I want us to practice this song. So we go in, eh? She will call the name you have to call. I say me and, you echo it. Me and. All they like, all they don't know the slate, but oh gosh, all they disappointed. But let me try again. We going from the top. Me and. Me and. Me and. Me and
Patricia.
Me and
Kazim.
Me and
Laurel.
Me and
Quasi.
So we're going with this as the first song, not the last. So if you have a slate in front here, I want you to sing it out loud. Like all you know what all you're going to do tomorrow. All you know who all your slate is. I know you're going to do. So we have, how much names we have there? 12 people we're going through. But we'll do the first thing. Me and Rowley. Me and Stewart. Me and Patricia. Me and Kazim. And Laurel. Me and Quasi. Me and Inna. Me and Jenny. Three more. Me and Sarah. Me and Manasi. Me and Irene. So let me hear this. Me and my PNM6 went on a parang line in a little village in country called Gold Mine. When we reached the band was started to do their session. They was playing an instrumental. Then the people start to dance. I get me coro, coro, coro. It's PNM we love so. I get them coro, coro, coro. It's the parang song sweet song. Me and the PNM. Me and the PNM. Me and the PNM. Me and all right, man. Levanta, señor. Levanta, señor. Levanta, señor. Levanta, señor. En Belén de Uría fue donde nació el Rey celestial como se anunció. Celebramos, celebramos, celebramos. Ay, 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 ay. Levanta, señor. Levanta.
Right, so I see a dance in the corner. I see, you know, I see the dancers in the corner. So let us do warmer dancing tune, right?
Now watch, man. We used to sing this song the old way, but then things, the dynamic in Trinidad changed up a little bit. So we changed up the lyrics to suit our dynamic. I want a Trini woman to marry me. Give me a soca parang.
So move with me.
Parang so nice and parang so sweet. Wind up your waist and dance to the beat.
Slide it around.
I don't want no sorry or ginger beer. I ain't drinking empty this year. This Christmas all I want.
A Trini woman.
From Caribbean, Trini woman. They go my thing.
Trini woman.
In the river.
Trini woman.
Napuna.
Trini woman.
From Marina.
Trini woman.
I love Randolph.
Trini woman.
Trini woman.
Woman.
Go fire.
Trini woman.
I see her. And I wonder. I got to have her. Bam bam, bam bam bam, badam bam,
Bum bum bum.
badam bam,
Bum bum bum.
badam bam,
Bum bum bum.
dee bam bam,
Bum bum bum.
badadam bam,
Bum bum bum.
badadam bam.
Bum bum bum.
I went around and by my neighbor,
I'm Miss Gloria.
and I find Miss Gloria.
I'm Miss Gloria.
I say, Madam, what you have to offer?
I'm Miss Gloria.
She say, I have everything right there.
I'm Miss Gloria.
I don't like whiskey, neither strong rum.
I'm Miss Gloria.
That is against my religion.
I'm Miss Gloria.
For me, wine and all this Christian.
I'm Miss Gloria.
Rude boy, you could stop anyone. I've said trust,
Bum bum bum.
hibiscus,
Bum bum bum.
imawi,
Bum bum bum.
strawberry,
Bum bum bum.
nanny root,
Bum bum bum.
passion fruit,
Bum bum bum.
aloe,
Bum bum bum.
and yeah, I want the homemade wine. Madam Gloria, give me the homemade wine. It's mine. I want the homemade wine. Madam Gloria, give me the homemade wine. It's sweet. Quiero una nueva china.
Para cantarte.
Soca, soca, parranda. From Paramin,
Trini woman.
they go my fish.
Trini woman.
In the river,
Trini woman.
Napuna.
Trini woman.
From Maripo, and Petiquito.
Trini woman.
Trini woman,
Trini woman.
go fire.
Trini woman.
Trini woman,
Trini woman.
Trini woman,
Trini woman.
Trini woman,
Trini woman.
Trini woman, my Trini woman. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are Los Paranderos de San Rafael. Thank you for having us. Have a great night.
Buenas noches.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a round of applause. You know, they used to refer to La Hokata Talparo as a marginal seat. But when this member of parliament is finished with Lahokota Talparo, it is going to be a safe seat for the People's National Movement. Ladies and gentlemen, he has served as your General Secretary of the PNM. He has been one of the most accessible General Secretaries. He is causing transformation in the Ministry of Youth Affairs and National Service. He is a person instrumental in our new Balizé House. Ladies and gentlemen, help me in welcoming your next General Secretary, Honorable Foster Cummings.
They can't keep a good man down. Always keep a smile when they want me to frown. Keep the vibes and I stood my grounds. They will never ever take my crown. Oh, damn bless, I say no man curse. Things getting better when they thought it would be worse. Here comes the officers asking for a search. They found no weapon, just only a draw first. But I'm so solid as a rock, they just can't stop me now. Even when they set their traps, they just can't stop me now. People will say this and that, they just can't stop me now. Even when they set up roadblocks, they just can't stop me now. When they come with their evil thoughts, I just listen whenever they talk. I used to like to do my dog. He cut and clear all my fault.
What a beautiful audience. What a beautiful audience in Lahokota Talparo tonight. We want to welcome my sister from Aruka Maloney, the second best constituency in Trinidad and Tobago after Lahokota Talparo. I'm not hearing you, Lahokota Talparo. Yes, 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 yes. And another second constituency, Port of Spain North, my friend Stuart Young. Now, Lahokota, you have to make noise for that. That means you are number one. Another second constituency, St. Danzi's. You have been a wonderful audience tonight, and I'm not going to detain you further, except to say thank you on behalf of the Leaders in Service team. And to say that tomorrow morning, when you go to the polls, vote solidly for all the members of Team Leaders in Service. We are about to revalidate and to re-elect our political leader, the Honorable Keith Christopher Rowley. I ask you to support for the position of party chairman, the Honorable Stuart Young. Lahokota Talparo, all Lahokota Talparo members on this section here, I want you all to come right in front here, please. Come to the front, we cannot hear you. Lahokota Talparo on the side, come to the front. All out, come to the front, come to the front, come to the front. Come in front. I want you all to come in front. We're going to show Lahokota Talparo, come in front. For the position of Vice Chairman of the PNM, Nayan Gasby Dolly. For the position of Lady Vice Chairman, the Honorable Camille Robinson Regis. For the position of Assistant General Secretary, I ask you to go out and vote in your large numbers for Patricia Alexis. Nicely, nicely for the position of Treasurer, Haji Kazim Hussein. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow morning, very early, we are going to make a difference in the PNM. For the position of Election Officer, I ask you to support Indar Parasram. For Field Officer Terence Bipat. For Youth Officer Janice Scott. For Welfare Officer Maxine Richards. Ladies and gentlemen, we are making history in the PNM. For Operations Officer, who are you voting for? It just gets better and better. For operations officer, who you voting for? Oh, Irene from La Joqueta del Paro. She now migrate. For education officer, please put your hands together and support Laurel Lizama Leasing. Ladies and gentlemen, and because you have reposed your confidence in me, I didn't see anybody put their name in for General Secretary, which means you wish that I continue for another term. I thank you for your support. And so tomorrow, did I leave out anyone? Did I leave out anybody? Ladies and gentlemen, they call him the TikTok boss, the Twitter boss, the Instagram boss, the Facebook boss, for the position of social media officer, your very own Kwesi Robinson. Today, I received another letter. I told you last week I got a letter compelling me to the High Court by one aspirant to the position of political leader. And we went to the High Court, and the High Court dismissed their request for an injunction to stop our elections. Honorable Stuart Young would have told you a while ago that this evening I received another letter, and this time an appeal of the decision and an attempt, a last-minute attempt, to stop our elections tomorrow morning. Well, you know me. I must find a song. Because when those things confront me, I know that in myself I cannot do it alone. We had some very good lawyers, but I say I will still pull my psalm book. And I drop on my favorite psalm. And I said to myself, we're going to appeal court this evening, and this matter will be dismissed. And I called out on my psalm, and I said, yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. And then I tighten my jacket and log on to virtual court, and the judges dismissed the matter. Our election is tomorrow morning. So in La Joqueta del Paro, I ask you, you have been very supportive, to vote resoundingly for leaders in service tomorrow. All over Trinidad and Tobago, we're not picking and choosing on this slate. Don't allow anybody to come and tell you, take out Young and put this one. Shift Camille and put this one. Take out Nayan and put, we're not doing that. Well, Camille is unopposed. Do not allow them to get into your ears. And if they got into your ears before, rinse it and walk with a little chit. I will give you one that have all the names of the members of the leaders in service, and go and cast your vote for the future of the PNM. Vote Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley as our political leader and the rest of the slate. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been a tremendous good audience and good support. Look at the thousands of people here in La Joqueta del Paro tonight. And I have one thing to say to the UNC, because you see they're biggish and they feel they're bad. If you want action, if you want more licks, you come back in La Joqueta del Paro. Great is the PNM! Great is the PNM! Great is the PNM! And in spite of fridge, stove and bed, we will prevail.
They can't keep a good man down. Always keep a smile when they want me to frown. Keep the vibes and I stood my grounds. They would never ever take my crown. Who bless, I say no man curse.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard your General Secretary. Let's give them a round of applause. Now the only thing that the General Secretary forget to tell them, take that, put it in the political pipe and smoke it. Ladies and gentlemen, assist me in welcoming the Malik folk performers. Let's give them a lusty La Hokata Talparo round of applause.
never do. Jelani, it has been a fantastic evening. Trinidad and Tobago, PNM family, you have journeyed with us for the past several weeks, and we thank you for your confidence. We thank you for your support, and we ask you to go out tomorrow in your hundreds and in your thousands and cast your votes resoundingly for every member of the Leaders in Service team. And as we wrap up, ladies and gentlemen, in fine PNM style, Jelani, who are we welcoming now?
Ladies and gentlemen, Lahakata Talparo, People's National Movement, let us welcome Ding Dong!
And we want to invite all members of Leaders in Service to come up on this stage and join us. Starting with our Lady Vice Chairman, the real boss, by Queen. And in the meantime, everybody say, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. La Hocketa, ding dong.
Hey!
Ding dong.
You sound like good for Soca Monarch. DJ! Oh, yeah. Oh, let's come a little closer. Let me go now. Boy. The lady with the flag. Come a little closer. At least I get the feeling. Boy. All people with flag. Let me go. If you know you cannot handle the people rum, when you see the people rum, leave it alone. Hey, hear what I tell you? When you see them, you'll and them rolling up them bam bam. If you can't manage, leave them alone. Hear them from a line. Stay in your lane. Love it, DJ, stay in your zone. I find out everybody eat roti unless they're more lazy. Well, they need to come up and support the party still, even still if your belly full. There we go. I'm a leave from for the professionals. For the professionals. Leave drinking for the professionals. For the professionals. I love see them girl with the big bam bam when they rolling it. My crew party hard, getting on bad. If you can't keep up, then leave it alone. You should leave me alone. Stay in your lane. Back in your grace. Stay in your zone. Leave it alone. Stay in your lane. Back in your grace. Stay in your zone. DJ, let me go. Yeah.
Remember the days of toting water, anytime that you have to pay. But when people pass and they see you, oh my Lord, used to feel better.
The preceding program was a paid political broadcast.
This is TTT. Live for local.